Kennis. Niet zo slim. Good morning, afternoon or evening, what is up? My name is Maarten, this is Ilona.
Hello.
And we're riding our bicycles in Volos, in Greece, as pretty much all of you might know. Thank you for watching first of all. We're having a great day, the sun is good. It's already afternoon. We start, it was today like nice 27 to 30 degrees. Everything in Greece is nice and fine again.
I'm a bit overdressed.
Yeah.
But I'll be back home late, so I don't want to get cold and even more sick.
It is autumn, so it's a little bit difficult right now to know how to get dressed, but today is a beautiful day, as we mentioned, and we're having a beautiful day because today I want to do a little bit of a story time, because everywhere you go in Greece you see these little monsters. Where are you going, little monster? Now Ilona and I, we have a big love for cats, and you might actually know that because we have Durak. And Durak may look sometimes like a little bit of a spoiled brat, huh? Because you have your own house in here. But there was a moment that this little fella here, or little fat fella, also was a stray cat, and that we're actually very happy that we have him and not some expensive cat. Because today you'll see that even the biggest and baddest street cats can be super cute home cats. Now this video is also a little bit because yesterday for us it was International World Animal Day, and that means that you have to do something good on the 4th of October for animals. Now we always try to do something good for animals. I mean, I've had like pets all my life. Don't get me wrong, I've had pets all my life, and so did you.
I had 6 or 7 cats and 2 dogs, but they did not live too long.
And that's a big difference with me because we had, let me guess, 3 dogs, 4th with Elsa right now. Actually 5 because I was very small when we had the first one, but they've all had a very good life. Only Bobby was the dog that really like got hit by a car very fast because he ran out of the house. Very sad story, of course, something you cannot help. My point is though that here in Greece they go way faster with pets, with animals and everything. So you see everywhere on the streets, you see dogs, you see cats, you see birds flying around, actually parakeets that have left their cages. Okay, you don't see them that many times and they have a decent life around here, but it's not normal to have that. And I know you're working right now, but Durak is not the first cat that we had as well, huh?
When we moved together with the first thing that we both said that we want a pet. A cat, a dog, something, but because of our apartment we had to have a cat. We cannot fit a dog there. So one day we were sitting inside doing something, maybe watching a movie.
This, by the way, is March 2014. Right? Yeah, because it's exactly 3 years ago. That's why if you follow me on Facebook or on Instagram or something, you might know.
We heard this small kitten meowing. Like this, and we both ran outside, and it was a tiny kitten, like even smaller than this, and I was like, I'm going down, we're taking it, we have to take it, the end of story. So I take a piece of ham or something and I run downstairs, and I see that tiny creature meowing surrounded by other cats who were
from underneath a car,
and it slowly comes out to me, and then I see that it was missing one eye and it was covered in poops. And
I just see Ilona run back inside, and Ilona was like, I do not want to touch this, let this cat be. And I therefore, as a Dutch guy, I'm like, no, a cat is a cat. If it's a little kitten, we need to help it. And all of a sudden I hear like outside, that's because the adult cats tried to attack the little kitten again. I'm like just running outside, I grabbed it with a towel and then I took it in. And then first of all, I want to clean his eye because I thought that it was just a dirty eye. Later figuring out that it was the rest of his inside eye that sorry if I disgust you right now, but it was the inside of his eye that I wiped away. It looked just like a booger he had here. And what did you say the first time when we met Faith? Because we call her Faith after a while.
That I want him to get rid of it as fast as possible.
And what did you say after we cleaned it?
I did not want it in my house. My house, that's exactly how I said it. I don't want that anywhere around.
But what did you say after 3 weeks?
We had to give it away, so I was crying.
Yeah, Ilona did not want to say goodbye because it was the sweetest little kitten that we ever had. But we found through a very good organization, we found a home for it. And that's the problem with so many cats, that a lot of times they're being seen on the streets and they're being treated as garbage. And there is one solution: get all the cats together and throw them in a pile. And no, don't kill them all. Just start treating them. That's what should happen here in Greece. Anyway, why talk about it all the time if I can show you guys? Let's just take a walk from Ilona's store and just go down Adonopoulou, this street is called. Very pretty street in my opinion. It goes all the way down to the coast. But I know a couple of locations where definitely there are some cats. So let's walk around for like say half an hour and show you guys. last one was really pretty, by the way, in my opinion, because it was like it had mascara on its eyes. We went to a different road because I noticed that the busier it gets, the more central you get. You need the quiet areas, like little alleys, to find the alley cats. That's why we are now at Volos or something. Anyway, we're close to Jongkind. Now, in a certain way, it is good, of course, that these cats are here, because I've also noticed that I've already found 2 dead rats. So they keep that kind of rodents away, but they carry a lot of diseases with them as well. And that's also why, for example, the first thing that we did with Faith is give her a bath, as you can see here. Some of them are like not as cute as Faith was though, because some of them are really afraid also for humans. Probably like this one. Huh? Usually the older cats are really afraid of this. See, the first thing he does is like run away from me, and that's what a lot of older cats, they're being ruined and kicked and abused by adults actually around here. The kittens are still like, if you watch them, they turn out to be very cool cats. As you can see in this little video from Faith, from Jersey, where she grew up because of a foster family. So cool that if, as a Dutch guy, I still am amazed about how there's fruit growing on the streets. You don't see that in the Netherlands. And if it is, it's already been picked. This one is not even fresh yet, this grenade apple, but... Are you having a good day today? You look clean. See, some are actually being taken care of a little bit, but on the street. They keep them on the street and they don't take them to a veterinarian. Then they don't get helped a little bit, so they will not have next kittens anymore. And that's a problem a lot of times around spring, and pretty much now the entire year through as well, that they keep making like little, what do you call them, litters? Babies everywhere, that's what I mean. Kittens everywhere. As you can see, 6:40. Have to take it a little bit quiet because we're at the store again and she's got customers downstairs, so maybe we should continue the story somewhere else. Oh, there is no better place than my favorite spot here in the harbor at golden hour as well. Look at the view. It is just always so nice to know that this little spot here in the city, it is so like abandoned. Even though you're like so close to everything else, it is quiet here. Quiet for a city, of course, because in the background you can still hear a little bit the diggers dig and get rid of all the metal, and the trucks load up the metal. Anyway, the calmness here and the busyness in the harbor. How could I ever think, but what about the animals? You know, there are people actually that try to do their best, and they're called Volos. One of the organizations that helped Faith was Paws Pelion, and they pretty much only work down at South Pelion and up to Argelasti because they cannot manage to do the entireness of Pelion. Strangely enough though, there are also Volos that when we called the first time about Faith, they said, hey, you know what, leave the cat outside, give it some good food, or go to a veterinarian because we cannot take it anymore. And not everywhere they have Volos. I mean, even when we picked up Durak from our Volos, as you can see the picture here that we saw on Facebook, it's still the fact that we picked him up, and that was only because Ilona fell in love with the picture. We are a little bit more soft or hardened with that right now, way more than when I was in the Netherlands. For example, this kitten that we saw when we were climbing up the mountain. See, if I would be a tourist, I think I would have grabbed him and tried to pay for him because then I could afford it and everything. But it's for a lot of people just not affordable, and still they're taking cats and dogs and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, like I said, I can complain high or low about it. It's a problem in Greece that we need to accept, and even though they're beautiful, those cats, I wonder what our veterinarian actually thinks about it. So our veterinarian is rather busy actually. There are really like 5 or 6 people or something waiting inside with dogs and cats and all that kind of stuff. So I was wondering, like, maybe I could just walk around in our own neighborhood, because we also have, as you've seen lately actually in the vlog, a couple of vlogs back, there's also a litter around here. They're so cute. They're at like rascal age right now. Where are they? See, they've got this entire pile of leaves down here. They're playing in and around it. Opas. You're growing big, huh? Yeah. See, there's another one in there. Their house is that way, by the way. That way. Anyway, they're just hanging around here, and they're actually being taken care of by the neighborhood. And I think actually that the veterinarian also like gives them food and maybe keeps an eye on them, that they're growing up healthy at least. Because hey, a healthy cat is better than a sick cat on the streets.
Αύριο ξεκινάω από τις 9 και 4 ξεκινάω ραντεβού. 9 η ώρα ανοίγω, ξεκινάω ραντεβού αύριο.
Well, as you can see behind me, Ilona is driving with me as well. She was so busy, we're leaving late again. And she's still a little bit sick. That girl just keeps pushing always. Unbelievable. But she definitely wants to go to Rotary because that's where we're going right now. Because they have like a little gathering, little meeting, and they're gonna talk about some interesting stuff, and I do not know what it is exactly. I forgot, to be honest. Oh yeah, and it is a full moon, but you don't see the moon now. Damn it. Damn it. There it is. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Yeah?
A bit tired though.
A little tired. Not overworked or stressed.
It's me. Hello.
We're gonna have the meeting right now, so I'm gonna put you guys down. If you want to see it, I'll film some little pieces. Let's do that. Right?
Στην προσευχή ο προπρόεδρος Αντώνης Γιώργης. Επίσης ο πρόεδρος του Ρωταράκου Βόλου, Maarten Jongkind. Η προπρόεδρος Ilona και εσύ.
That was a long but very satisfying evening, and now it's time to get our bikes again and go back home. Ilona is very tired also. We're back home, and I think actually that talking about cats all day, this cat has probably the best life
Look at
that you
this
can have here in Volos.
Look at this fluffiness.
I hope you guys learned something today about the vlog, whether you're like all up in my neck.
I'm about to scare you.
It was a little bit too bad that we didn't have any information of like the veterinarian, but that's okay. She's very busy, and that's a good thing, because that means that people still go to the veterinarian with their pets. Because I read an article that in the Netherlands people just wait with going with their pets to the veterinarian because they think like, it won't be that bad. Something that I don't really understand. There is such a thing as Filozoiki or Animal Friends. They're all over Facebook. They help a lot, the cats. We had a good evening now at Rotary. Maybe I want to do something with Rotarak this year for like that kind of stuff. Collect money to fix the problem of cats, because the problem with dogs can be easily fixed. There are not so many dogs as cats. That's my point. If you like this, please hit the thumbs up button. Check out the descriptions down below. Leave a comment, because we love to read them. And we always reply to them.
Yes.
And
And we thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
bye.